Hey guys, big news. Disneyland will serve as the first vaccine super site for Orange County. Hey everybody, welcome back to Best Life and Beyond. That's right, you heard it in the cold opening. Disneyland has stepped up and is going to become the first super distribution point for the vaccine, serving thousands of people daily, starting with special groups, and I'll talk about that. But this is big, this is huge, because this means we're a lot closer, and we're going to be closer to getting this city open, and we're starting right here in Orange County, so that's a big deal. So this information was just posted minutes ago by NBC and KTLA, some of our local news. This is a big deal because in Los Angeles, they're going to be doing this at Dodger Stadium. Much like they were doing the COVID testing on a massive scale, they're going to do this vaccination on a massive scale. So for Orange County, Disneyland will be the host. Now, it's pretty widely known that the Disneyland Resort is the largest employer in Orange County, so it's awesome that they've stepped up to take on this massive job. It's a huge task, and we want to thank Disneyland, of course, the city of Anaheim, as well as the Anaheim Fire Department for stepping up and making this happen. So what does this mean as far as numbers go? This is a big deal because when you combine Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles County and Disneyland in Orange County, you're talking about tens of thousands of vaccines per day. Big scale. That's why it's a super point of distribution, they're calling it. It's like almost 20,000 a day when you add it up. It's somewhere upwards of those numbers. So the Disneyland site, much like Dodger Stadium, is going to be active sometime in the end of the week, is what they're saying. And what does this mean for you? Well, basically, the site is going to follow the state's guidelines as far as who gets the distribution first, who is getting vaccinated first. It's people that need it the most, obviously, right? So that would be folks who are in what they call Phase 1A. What does that mean? What does Phase 1A mean? Critical care workers, healthcare workers, and persons over 75 years of age. So the county says only people with appointments that fall under Phase 1A will be able to get the vaccination at this site currently. So it's a really big deal. It's really cool that, I mean, of all places, Disneyland, and it makes sense. They are, like I said, the biggest employer in Orange County. They have a large footprint as far as space to do this, to where they can do it safely and keep people spread out. It's also really cool because Disneyland obviously is the happiest place on earth. What better place to start distributing the vaccine on a wide scale with thousands and thousands of vaccines happening daily at the happiest place on earth. Soon, maybe it'll be the safest place on earth. I don't even know. It's such a great positive step in the right direction, and I think it's going to help bring up morale around here. I think everybody's going to be really happy about this, and obviously we have to start with the people who need it the most, the care workers, the elderly. It's a big deal. It's great progress, and I can't even believe that this day is here, that we're talking about this. And it's ironic, and it's really cool that it is Disneyland, because they were one of the first places to shut down, and on their own, they selflessly shut the park down before they were told to shut the park down. So they were a leader in safety as far as the pandemic was concerned. They did their due diligence, and they were proactive about shutting down before things got crazy, and they did that on their own. And now they're stepping up to be the first place to distribute the vaccine on a wide scale, on this massive super distribution scale. Again, I hearken back to the happiest place on earth. What a perfect place to get your vaccine. You could say that you got your vaccine, potentially, if you were in those categories, that you got your vaccine at Disneyland. That's an amazing thing. It's been so long since we've even talked about even having a vaccine. We thought it's going to be years. It's going to be so long. We couldn't even imagine that this day would come, and it's here. It's upon us. So that's big news, and I think we have a lot to look forward to. In 2021, I think optimism should be the new thing as far as people's mentality. We're finally out of 2020, which was such a bad year, and so what a great thing that we're going to have this distribution center right here at Disneyland, of all places, the happiest place on earth. And just a reminder, only people who have appointments that fall under the category 1A are able to get this vaccination at the super site at Disneyland currently, when it does go up later this week. What that does mean is that the more people that get vaccinated through this process, the quicker we get through to the next phases, the quicker we can protect more and more people and get us out of these tiers of infection. And I go back to Disneyland being proactive in the beginning of this pandemic and shutting down and taking the initiative to do that on their own. They're now taking the initiative to solve the problem firsthand and to be leaders in this situation. That's a big deal. Now, here's the thing that I'm wondering. where are they going to be doing this? Is it going to be done in the parking lots? Is it going to be done in the Esplanade? Like, where are they going to, do the vaccine? I don't think Esplanade, because they're going to probably keep Buena Vista Street open. What if it was in the park? Would that be the coolest thing ever if they could actually do it in the park? I mean, I don't think it will be, but what if it was done in Frontierland, right by Big Thunder, and then we could best immune them? Thanks, Katie. That was Katie's joke. That's actually pretty brilliant. Yeah, let's best immune them. Best remove the pandemic via Disneyland, right? Is there going to be merch? I wonder if there's going to be merch. I got vaccinated at Disneyland. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Disneyland, you can have that one. It's on you. You can, I'll buy a $35 shirt that says that 100%. The safest place on earth is, the happiest place on earth, the most immune place on earth. What are we saying here? It's endless what they could do with this. Get vaccinated right ear at Disneyland? I don't know. I'm also thinking of, like, how we've got DCA, we've got POTC, now we've got the Disneyland POD, right? The Disneyland point of distribution. We need gear. We need some merch. I'm telling you guys. And we'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think? If you are in the tier that's available, say you're in 1A, would you go and get an appointment and go get vaccinated at Disneyland? If you are in one of the tiers following that, are you going to get vaccinated at all? What are your thoughts on that? Now, we're not sure which of the vaccines they're offering at this super site, if it's Pfizer or Moderna. We are unclear about that at this time. I'm sure we'll know pretty soon. To reiterate, like I said, this is going to be tens of thousands of people getting vaccinated on the daily at Disneyland. So they're setting a standard. It's really cool, and I'm so happy and proud that that Disneyland's doing that. And another good point about this is that for people who maybe can't get vaccinated or don't want to get vaccinated, the more people that do, it will keep them safe or safer, so to speak. Because the more people that are immune to this virus, who are protected from it, the less it can spread, the less it can cause problems for the rest of the population. Also, we want to send out a huge heartfelt thank you to all the healthcare workers, the frontline workers, the heroes out there in the midst of this, taking care of everybody and trying to fix this big problem. We are grateful. But we just wanted to share that news with you because it's a big deal. Tell us what you think in the comments, and we'll stay tuned to this for further developments of what happens. And we're just proud of Disneyland for stepping up. We're proud of Orange County. Harry Sidhu, the mayor, he was part of this as well. And yeah, we're on the move. We're moving forward out of this thing, and this is a great step forward. And we hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to Best Life and Beyond, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.